Well, good evening, everybody. It is Bell and the Birdman live on our YouTube, Twitch, and of course Facebook. I am hanging out at the Casa tonight. Vince Quinn, I don't know about you, but I've brought my wings. I have brought my pizza, and I have brought a large vat of liquid death that I've poured into this, mixing shaker over here. So, welcome on in, everybody, and we'll have some fun announcements tonight. Obviously, I'm looking at John Clark's beautiful face, and I hope you are too, getting ready for preseason game number one. Vince Quinn, how are you, sir? And your beautiful Philly Sports Strips Road to Victory shirt, I might add.
Yeah. So I wish I had wings like you did. I wanted to do it, and based on my options and timing, I ended up eating a Wawa buffalo chicken sandwich, which was not
Classic Vince Quinn.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it, but it was food. So that's where it is. That's which is kind of the preseason, isn't it? It's like I don't love it, but it's food. So here we are, and we're
You
getting
don't love
ready
it, but
for
it's
this thing.
football. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's weird because like I am excited. Like you look and all right, I'm seeing AJ Brown. They're showing clips of him running around in training camp and stuff, and it's like, all right,
Yeah.
holy shit, this guy is here. Like it's gonna be fun to see him. And are they gonna do like everybody's dying for the TO deep bomb to AJ Brown on the first play? Like, is that gonna happen? That kind of stuff is fun, but God, yeah, some of this like. It's just so you know, folks, we're going to do this for as long as we're interested.
So, and you are interested too. So let us know if you're like,
yes.
yep, we're cashing out for the night or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things going on in the NFL as well. So like we would definitely want to get into that tonight a little bit, no matter what. I'm seeing Cam Jurgens' big body show up here, which is nice. It sounds like Jordan Mailata and his concussions are over, or at least for the time being. The symptoms. He was dressed tonight. Vince Quinn, we are just about 7 to 8 minutes out. I haven't seen or heard anything yet. It does look like Jalen might go, and I did see him in a freaking Booby Miles jersey walking in. So I wonder if it's like everybody you just said like AJ Brown or AJ Brown this deep bomb like TO, and I think it's like hand off to Miles Sanders 25 times just to show that he can run. Like, hey, let's help out Miles tonight just so we can shut everybody up for a couple of weeks. So I think that would be pretty hilarious if that's what it ends up being.
That would be so miserable. I think everyone would be upset if that's what it ends up being. 25 hands off to Miles Sanders. Nobody wants that.
No one wants that. I'm glad that man, like if you're going to Eagles Jets tonight and you're down there, God bless you. I don't think I'd make it to this one, but that's why I don't know, man. I just preferring the TV a lot these days because we're going to be on the road a lot, and I'm old, and so like that's all I'm saying. Congratulations on your youth, and just a reminder: go to phillysportstrips.com if you want to go on the road with us tonight and every night that the Eagles are not in Philadelphia, because we're going to be on every single one of them. Detroit's coming up, and they just told us we have over 650 fans that have signed up already to head down to Washington. So that's going to be really, really fun. Vince Quinn, I know we've to shut everyone up or to increase everyone's trade value. A good
there
call.
We go.
Yeah, I think it might be for that, and that's something we talked about on the podcast here. Like, I would say it is bad news bears if Miles Sanders is playing more than a quarter, right? Like that's when we can kind of start getting into that stuff if that's the case.
Well, he might get some snaps into the deep into the second. Just thinking about where this is. One, he's not the guy as much as Nick Sirianni's wanted to tell us he's the guy. He is not the guy. It's a rotation of everybody, which is how the NFL is these days, in the Eagles especially, right? So I think you're going to see it's a question of like who's in that rotation. Is it just Sanders, Gainwell, Scott? I can't imagine that anybody else is in there yet. Like, I don't think how am I blanking on his name right now? The super Huntley. I don't think Huntley's going to get snapped. So between those three guys, if you have to play them, it might be easier to just have them all take a couple of snaps. I really wouldn't be shocked to see Miles in the middle of the second.
Well, that's then I would, Jorge, let's trade value increase. Let's go with that tonight.
That's it. That's it, man.
But our mind has completely been on the defense this entire week. So I really am jacked to see really how the linebackers shake out, who's up front, who isn't, and who's in trust land and who is not. So I don't know, man. What do you think, Davion Taylor? Am I gonna have to
The legend.
make a few sandwiches in your presence and totally be wrong about this? I don't know, man. I feel
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
I feel like there's going to be an absurd amount of takes tonight. And that's pretty much the sport tonight too. I want to be focusing on Twitter, so if we miss anything, please let us know. Discord, please let us know as well if you're watching live for sure. But yeah, like some over dramatic takes that's part of my favorite scenery for game one here. Are they kicking off right at 7:30 here, or is there going to be a lot of like shemizel shemazel bargain blah 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 for like 45 minutes until we get to kickoff?
No, there's no way they're going to do that, because think about this: they didn't even do a major pregame. Like, they could have done pregame for this at 6 o'clock. You know, they decided like, all right, let's run the news, let's start at 7. They're gonna. I would figure they kick off pretty close to 6:30 or 7:30 here.
So what else are we thinking here? I mean, like, you know, we were talking on the show, and feel free to subscribe down below too if you haven't already. We're giving away $500 this month at the end of the month, just to anybody that's a random subscriber. And congratulations to the 3 folks that we picked earlier to get some awesome sauce, some fun stuff in a Bell and the Birdmen t-shirt. We'll be pulling every Thursday for that. So we'll probably be playing a lot of bingo and other things like that too. I just Vince Quinn, I don't think I've gotten this from you.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think? Is there somebody actually like me? I think Watkins is a little bit overrated as we're in Eagles land right now. I think he's going to slide down in snap count. We've been through that. Is there anybody in your mind that is like, hey, this really isn't solved yet, and we're just checking this thing off?
Yeah, safety is still not solved yet. That's the big one for me, right? It's still that second safety spot. I don't know who it's going to be. I really like, is Anthony Harris going to be a big deal? I doubt it. None of the guys really, and that's the thing, none of the options are inspiring. So I don't think there's anybody that you look at right now and go like, oh yeah, I'm really rooting for this guy to take the job. It's just pretty much who ends up getting it next to Epps, because Epps seems like a lock. So that scares the crap out of me. So that's something I'll be paying attention to. But otherwise, a lot of the stuff is like, you know, it's smaller things, but they're fun things, right? Like kick returner and punt returner is fun. So who's getting those snaps? Like, are we going to see Devin Allen return? I've not heard anybody like anything major about Devin Allen I've
heard nothing but bad things about
camp.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but bad things about Devin Allen. Like, it's just like, hey, look at the incredible speed, look at the obvious rust. He's definitely not going to make it and hang around on a practice squad while he's got, you know, world championships to go beat and, you know, probably an Olympics to go chase and all that. So he probably just wanted to see if he can go and do it. And from your boy, Jeff McClain, pretty scathing review in terms of, you know, like chances of hanging around. So I guess if he's going to shine, he's going to shine tonight. But this is another fun thing, too. It's just like we get to check a lot of beat writers' eyes and just, you know, figure out how exactly they've been viewing things. And, you'll find our Henry Josie or our, you know.
Yes. Love him. Bring back Henry Josie. He's probably like 30 now, but bring him back. I miss Henry.
And we can find another Cam Darling as I see AJ Brown coming down the tunnel, and that gets me excited. So one of many, and thanks to Nick for tuning in. Appreciate it, buddy. Still voting for Jordan Mailata as a punt returner. I would like to see that. Yes. I would like to see any offensive snap that isn't him at tackle. Yeah, any skill position for Jordan Mailata, I am totally down for. So,
yeah, I saw a Lane Kiffin posted a video today. It was an Ole Miss practice, and he had 2 offensive linemen going against each other in a wide receiver drill. It was fucking awesome, man. It was so much fun. And you see this guy who's like 320, and he tries to make a move, like he jukes to the left, and he's slow as dirt. And he tries to juke back to the right, and the guy's all over him, the defender, who's also like 290, and he's able to go up and make the grab. The team freaks out. Like, yeah, I would be all about that. And then the other one was, remember Jason Peters when he fielded a punt a couple of years ago? Do you remember that?
I completely forgot about that. Yeah,
what a great moment that was.
Yeah, and of
course, that was such a vibes moment.
Speaking well, and real quickly, as a former lineman, being able to be at the beginning of practice and while the QBs are warming up, and then like the coach calls your name and said, Barch, go catch a couple of balls. Oh my God, does the crowd get excited behind you? So like, yeah, that's thrilling. And to beat a corner or a DB as a lineman, oh yeah, fresh cake in there. But where were we going with after? Oh yeah, preseason. So one of my fondest memories of punt returns. Do you remember the Ravens Savraka incident back when, like, I think that was what was that, 2006 or 7 or something like that?
Yeah.
But man, like the first Aussie punter, when that was still like kind of everybody was getting used to Australians coming over and kicking in the NFL, Sav Rocca got absolutely lit up in the middle of the field. Just the dirtiest, like, block that you could never get away with today.
Yep.
And that is one of the fondest memories there too. And then a classic being us all mainly me freaking out about Sam Bradford and Chip Kelly in 2015. Everybody thought we were going to the Super Bowl after 10 completions. So hopefully we have some fond memories like that as I see our boys Scott Graham and Ross Tucker joining us on NBC 10. So that's what we'll be tuning in on the antenna, not on cable, because we're old men and we like to, keep in sync with one another. So who knows those dirty cable providers and their delays, and just excited tonight. So we get to see a little bit of football. We get a little bit of beer, birds, and Bell on Friday nights. Thank you, Jordan. Of course, man. This is exciting, and we get I can't wait to see what this looks like on the road. Honestly, we're jacked for that. I have no idea what we're gonna do. And honestly, if you're watching this, we probably do have to break a little bit of news in that the away game streams are going to change a little bit. We think, but we'll figure it out. Whether we got some really smart people to say we can just broadcast from our phones in the stadium, and if we can do that, we're going to do that. But it might just be an audio type of live streaming, which Vince has suggested. So feel free, whatever you want during the live stream broadcast this year, let us know. If that means like focusing solely on the Eagles bench the entire time we're in the stadium, let us know. Like, I think it'd be interesting to have so many viewpoints and stuff like that, because when we have a ticket there, they can't bust us. So it's part of the thing. It's great. So I think there's a lot of good ideas floating around on the road here. And man, Vince Quinn, if this gets dull at any point, I just wanted to let everybody know we are going to deep dive into a lot of the crap that's been happening in the NFL, specifically Tom Brady, the Miami Dolphins owners that have been like shipped in and shipped out and all that stuff going on. Because oh boy, if you've been following the show at all, there's a lot of tinfoil hats going on in this brain with Tom Brady and how this is all working out. Dude, and by the way, let's just figure this out real quick. Have we solved why he just disappeared from Bucs camp all of a sudden and just said, nope, health reasons, because he's never done that before in his life?
Yeah, and he's he's way too competitive, and to leave in the middle of camp to do this rather than just show up to camp later, which is what every veteran in the history of dragging ass has ever done.
Yeah.
It's majorly questionable, man. I mean, you're telling me all that news comes out a couple of days ago. You've got congressional investigations going on. Like, there's all this different stuff. Yep. And suddenly Tom Brady's just like, yeah, I'm just going to step away for 10 days. Nobody knew about it. Nobody said a word about it. But by the way, it was planned and everybody knew this was happening all along.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, this was just, this was in the books. He just told us yesterday. Yeah. And Jamie saying like. It family related. Oh, his mom was battling cancer last season. So it could be that. And I apologize if it is something like that. But just the timing of all that seemed pretty interesting with news dumping him leaving. So, stretching to assumptions is always a bad thing. Yeah,
right. Like that's the thing, because if it was, he's dealing with some family stuff and he's got to walk away. Yeah, that's totally natural, and that's what happens with all these other different players. Which is why I don't necessarily. It's a good theory. I just don't know if I buy that. Like, plus I'm such a Brady hater and skeptic anyway. Let's be real. So I tend to think negative about the guy. But yeah, man, that is a major red flag to me.
Well, now that I see his beautiful face on the screen, or some call it a beautiful face, I don't know yet. Nick Sirianni's here. It looks like Jalen is warmed up and going to go. So congratulations, Ben. I'm going to lose the bet. Feel free to have a sandwich. Jalen Hurts is going to play a stupid amount of time for a stupid amount of reasons and probably just to wow us. I don't think you should play a snap at all here, Vince Quinn, but I get it.
Yep. Yeah, it's what it is. I mean, I don't really agree with it either. You're seeing a couple of teams around the league that have been doing this. I know the Bears were talking about it, which are the beacon of hope in the NFL, the beacon of guidance in the NFL, the Chicago Bears, 15 to 20 snaps. I think Washington, who also sucks ass, obviously, they're talking 15 to 20 snaps for the starter. Yeah. So we'll see how they play, but I'd rather see him go more towards 20 if you're playing by numbers.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're up and away for the Eagles 2022 season as the Kickoff is underway. Is that a fumble almost from Huntley?
It did not look good. It did not look good, but it is Huntley. It is not, oh my God, star of camp Jalen Reagor, who everybody's thirsting for. Although Rager's on the field for the first snap. God damn it,
Of course
Howie.
he is. Of
You
course
dog,
he is.
Howie
No,
Roseman.
there is
Oh,
no
he's
dog.
such a
AJ,
dog.
hey, listen, AJ Brown's out there too. Jordan Mailata's out there, which is a great sign because, like I said before, concussions out there. So, man, it looks like the crowd is pumped up.
Whoa, Opeta's out there.
Yeah, that was confirmed a while ago. That makes sense here too.
Well, who are they sitting in? Dickerson?
Well, it doesn't matter because I want to see this big boy. They are going to go deep here. I can feel it. Here it comes. They are ace formation to the left, single back here with Miles Sanders. Here is the play action pass. Jalen Hurts looking to his right, scrambling, going, throwing deep to his right, and finds a wide open Quez Watkins. So I can go eat shit. What a great pass and throw. That was really great. That was great. Cheers, Samurai Midnight. Welcome, bud. Thanks so much. We've made it. Nick saying he doesn't mind getting the reps here. And they're going tempo. Oh, my God, Vince Quinn. That makes me so happy. That makes me.
Wow, preseason tempo. Let's go.
Nick Saban says it, and then there it is on Sundays, a little dump off to Miles Sanders. They actually caught a football and made a play for a first down. Unbelievable. We're off to a good start. Okay, time to overreact. This goes Super Bowl, in for a touchdown. Folks. I might take this on the road and take my pants off or something like that. This is great. Cam Jurgens also taking snaps here too, and offensive line looks fine. Again, this is Jets preseason. That's my last caveat. So I'm going to get exactly Michael Clay. Exactly. It's Super Bowl talk from here on out. First and 10. Here comes Jalen Hurts in the shotgun. Miles Sanders to his right. He's got A.J. Brown, I believe, in the slot to his left. Doesn't go that way. Pops it right over to Dallas Goedert for a nice little 7-yard. Oh, no, Jakari. Jack Stoll, the 89 got me, and so did the mustache. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love this. Vince Quinn, this is what I was praying for. You know, like some of the things in the offseason that we have heard are like, why would you go, you know, we need to steer away from the Oklahoma offense. This is the NFL, guys. We can't be doing this. But what we're seeing right now is still the Oklahoma offense, which I absolutely love. If you want to run tempo with Jalen Hurts, still now, I think that's his best asset. And we're kind of seeing why this was kind of turning heads in training camp so far as we get our first flag of night here too.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't mind it because part of it is if you're believing in Jalen Hurts and a long career with this guy as him being the guy, then give it time to evolve. There's no reason to force him to be like, hey, you need the player you're supposed to be 5 years from now. You know, you just deal what he is. And if you have certain goals for your offense, you take your time, you build him in that direction, and as he gets better as a passer, he becomes that guy. It's totally natural. It's totally normal. He's young. He's a good runner. He can take the hits. Let it ride, man.
Yeah,
let it ride.
Absolutely. He will get there, you know, and this is what we're trying to see now in year 2 with that arm and seeing what Tom House does, and this is it. This is great. This is being efficient so far as Quez Watkins gets another reception across the middle. Like to see that.
It's 2 in the middle, by the way.
It is. So there goes. He's learned, buddy. You don't have to yell at him anymore throughout the season.
It's early.
And I might add, has not one target to A.J. Brown and has found, I believe, all of his targets in the middle of the field or dump off so far.
Yeah, Goddard in the middle, Quez in the middle, or Jack Stoll. Yeah, it's all these different guys getting looks in the middle here.
Love it. And a lot of still tempo here. And that, man, you're going to be mad at me again. Chip Kelly was right. Look at it. It's our year of the Lord 2022, and we are running the same offense, baby. As here comes Jalen getting flushed out wide. I think he broke his pocket a little too early there. He's flushed. He's running. Takes an unnecessary hit. I think he gets out of bounds. There's the flag. Okay, so he takes the hit, and the Jets are idiots. So there you go. There's going to be a lot of that, too. And Lane Johnson immediately comes over to 56's face on the Jets, and I don't know who he is, but he should get fucking cut because that was bullshit. It's a preseason game, brother. Relax. Oh, it's Jordan Mailata. My bad. Yep. Even better. Good.
This is the kind of stuff that happens all the time in preseason, though, too, which is the dangerous nature of it. Because when you're getting all these guys that are rookies, they've never played any NFL action whatsoever. What happens? Yep. You get all jacked up. You're out there, and you're just full adrenaline. You can't control yourself. So
and
you are going to see dumb shit.
Check me here. Is this on the helmet? Ooh, no. It was close.
If it's not on the helmet, it's on the chin. You know, it's hard to tell from that back angle. But man, if he took a shot to the head there, you take him out of the game. Yeah, Sirianni's furious.
Fucking livid. And that, but like, you know who I'm more livid at? Nick Sirianni. Don't put him in that spot. I get like if that's just what I mean. Like, enough Italian meatball. Relax. You put him in there. Like,
And they threw the flag, so it's not like they missed the call. I don't know if
Yeah.
he's looking for an ejection or what,
or
but
targeting, or I don't know.
it's not an ejection for that. Like
That
that.
is
Wow,
fucking bullshit.
Sirianni's been cursing a
That is,
storm.
hey, that is
You.
fucking, oh no,
Wow.
he's going after the player. He's going after the player. He's yelling at 54 on the Jets. That's pretty badass. God damn it, I love this guy. Please be a good coach. Here comes Jalen Hurts after that penalty, a swing pass out to Miles Sanders. He's got a little room behind the left side of the line there, and man, it is good to see. Oh my God, Miles Sanders just pointed for a first down, and he's 2 yards short. Jesus Christ. You see what I'm talking about, man?
Oh God.
Unless
That's
the
so
first down
funny.
marker was wrong on the TV, but I'm pretty sure that's
No,
that's
he
relatively
looked a yard or two
accurate.
short. Yeah, he looked a little bit short there. But look, right now they're moving. It's
moving.
nothing flashy at all. I mean, it's
No.
a couple of passes to the middle, which is new for us, so I guess that counts as flashy. Couple
Yeah.
of dump offs, Jalen with a run for a couple of
All right,
yards.
here comes the AJ Brown touchdown, buddy. This is what I think as he floats to the middle, looking that way. Here comes Jalen Hurts, first down and more, and walks in for the touchdown. There we go. That was a beautiful drive. There we go.
All right.
There is
Look at
no
that.
reason to play any more football.
And there's a flag.
Oh, great. Also relevant of last year. So nothing's changed. Cheers.
Yeah. So we'll see. We got to see
Holding.
who it's on. Is it holding
Holding.
on the Eagles?
it's
All
on
right,
that.
we'll bring this
Why
back.
did you see Vince Quinn even try to muster that might have been on the Jets? That's hilarious. Any touchdown gets called back on us. That's just old hat.
Well, see, look, I'm right. So what can I tell you? Usually it's a holding call. It's just the instinct. So I had to wait for it. But yeah, I mean, as far as things work, Hurts sat in the pocket there at least. He waits for it. Nothing breaks, or as far as we can tell, nothing breaks. So he decides to run with it. He's got all the space in the world because the weapons are good, and he can run for 15 yards and easily put it in.
All right. So Jordan Mailata, definitely actually a pretty decent call on the hold there too. Was it like a neck tangle? All right. So 2nd and 12 it turns into as Miles Sanders is in there. Want to remind everybody that I don't believe any running back has got a carry so far during this drive.
No.
There's Jalen Hurts, fires over the middle, hit, and there is fucking Mark Cavaro, a.k.a. Dallas Goedert, fucking slamming shit and in for the touchdown. That was worth the price of admission, folks. Wow.
That was fun. That was fun.
Wow.
Goddard can truck people, man. That's one of the things that I love about Eagles tight ends for the past 15 years, excluding really it's from Brent Selleck over to Dallas Goedert, is seeing guys that can just bull the shit out of people as a tight end and make a couple of catches out there. It's awesome.
So a little bit of I mean, he was wide open anyway. It's a safe throw. Let your guy go and do it. That was great. So they are definitely working on the passing game, and that's what they wanted to get down. So clearly that's I mean, not that we didn't know already, but Nick Sirianni in his press conference earlier this week, there's a few things we can work on, like attacking down the field. But man, Vince, for like we've been blabbing about here, as Jake Elliott lines up for the extra point, is if Jalen Hurts is doing that and working the middle of the field with I'm just envisioning Kenny Gainwell because Miles Sanders won't be here, and man. Just going to be a fun offense if it looks like that, which it won't. But, when it's in rhythm, you can tell where it's
on good days against bad teams like the Jets. Yeah, it's a nice place to be, right? Because the thing is, you can only defend so much space based on how the NFL is and how this team is built. When you've got Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Quez Watkins, you've got speed, you've got verticality, you've got guys who can get over the middle. Dallas Goedert over the middle. You've got the running backs with Gainwell who can catch passes. So to defend all of that space and then have to deal with Hurts who can break it at any time, it's a hard thing to defend. It's just it maintains on Jalen being able to keep making the same reads, making the right reads, and as long as he's not throwing away interceptions, I mean, this offense is going to be really good, man. They were top 10 last year, believe it or not.
Yeah. Oh, and that was just by running the football and not even passing. So it's just O-line looks great. Opeta looks like he kind of left off where he was, and yeah, man, that's why we keep talking about all this stuff, and I'm not saying that Seumalo is anywhere being close to cut now, and I think that ship has sailed. But the reasons why those things come up is because, again, of the depth of everything. And we just watched an entire drive, by the way, with the second-round pick under center, and you couldn't tell the difference. That was smooth. Like there was I didn't see any bad snaps. I didn't see anything. So as much as it might be unsexy, it's pretty damn sexy when you see it working on even in a preseason game. Pretty crazy,
Fat
man.
guys are sexy, man. Fat guys are sexy. And John, I'm gonna rile you up a little here because I know you got to be getting excited. This is the first look at Jordan Davis around the corner.
Man, in honor of Jordan Davis and us being to see him in a live snap against live competition, I'm gonna crack open something very special and something we're gonna share with you actually tonight. This you might see this in your local grocery store around PA or Philly or any of that stuff, but this is Reading Draftworks Black Cherry Soda, and they're being so amazing that they are going to make a special label of their Black Cherry Soda specifically for Belle and the Birdmen, which will be available all throughout the fall until next summer. And we are making a soda for the first time, and it is going to be black cherry flavored as the Cherry Crush, the Belle and the Birdmen Cherry Crush. And the amazing thing about this is that each half of the profits of the bottle of what we're going to launch, and we'll tell you when because we don't have an exact date, but half of the profits will go to the Eagles Autism Foundation, and we hope to put a ton of bottles in retail stores and restaurants and all over the place, all over PA and Philadelphia. So just wanted to tell you how cool that fucking is that these guys are making a soda for Belle and the Birdmen. We've got whiskey that we're making on the way and so many other surprises for this season. You have to come travel with us. It's going to be amazing. Now we get to see Jordan Davis in the defense, baby. Cheers.
Yes, dude. I'm so pumped to have a soda. We've had the soda already. We've been able to taste it. It's so goddamn good. It's so good. Like, I can't explain how delicious this is. We had John, who was our cocktail guy that was with us like about a week ago. And John tasted that. He's a guy with actual taste. You know,
it felt like a week ago. Yeah.
Oh,
shout out to Jamie too,
okay,
and Cat Barbecue one more time for an amazing meal and ribs and all that.
So to get a guy like John, who's a cocktail builder by trade, and to have him taste the soda and be like, guys, this is fucking awesome, was like, yes. All right, and here we go. Defense on the field, man. Here we go.
Here it is, and it's Fletch to start. And it is Reddick out there on the edge with his hand down. Was that Josh Sweat I saw in there too? So they go Williams.
Yep, Josh Sweat.
Kaiser was in on that. And man, I kind of dig Kaiser with the visor. I'm going to say he's starting to warm my heart up a little bit. Eagles Twitter.
Kaiser with the visor.
Kaiser
anyway,
with the visor.
That's the end for me, folks. It's preseason for the jokes too.
So no Nakobe Dean to start. And wow, just a terrible throw from Zach Wilson picking up where they left off too. Jesus Christ, this team sucks.
Yeah, this team sucks.
Wow.
They're brutal. Yep.
Brutal.
But okay, so I guess Hargrave's just sitting this one out today.
Yeah, there's no reason to play him
I wonder if they just I guess they just strategically decided with a couple of guys to do it. And part of it makes sense thinking about Dickerson, too. I didn't see that he got hurt. Was it just the idea of like, hey, well, he's our other center if Juergens gets hurt, so let's keep him off the field?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it's all just as the Jets
that was a hold.
Converting on their on a decent second and what was that 12 there? Yeah, all this
something like that.
I think Opeta was this is kind of a scheduled start for him too. So,
okay, well, good. Get him reps. I mean, he's still a young guy and he's looking to get better. And if they like him enough to be playing with the one, see, that guy's all over Sweat on the back end. That's garbage. Anyway,
all right.
To see that from Sweat. Oh, Derek Barnett and BG out here. A lot of 4-3 early, by the way.
Absolutely, and BG. We missed that last year. Look at that. So beautiful with the run stuff. I'm so glad to read everything that we've had out of the training camp so far and just hearing how jacked up he is coming back from the Achilles. We're going to see the replay here too. Man, that was old school BG. He looked like 28-year-old BG there. Just, what are you doing?
Up in the box. Look at that. Okay.
What are you doing sticking a tight end on Brandon Graham? That is absolutely disrespectful. All right.
Love
Second and 10. I still do not see. Oh, there's the big boy.
There he is.
An interception. Oh my God. It's Kaiser White to the 30, to the 25. And bing, bong, bing. Just like that. Jonathan Gannon's defense is fucking awesome. See? Super Bowl bound.
Oh, okay.
Just one series, one series. That's all you needed. We're done. Wrap it up.
Seriously, it would be nice if they just hung it up there and sat a couple of guys for the rest of the night. I mean, you can really feel good about that. And it's what, as much as that contradicts literally everything that I said this week.
All right,
Right now that I'm
let's
sitting in
see.
it, it's like, you know what? Fuck it, sit him.
Oh man,
That's just a bad throw. It's none of that was good. The comeback from Davis was awful. The throw from Wilson was awful. That was just a terrible play. That's a routine play too, and a
very
terrible play.
routine. Send everyone home. Super Bowl bound from Michael Clay, and I couldn't agree more. Absolutely.
Yep, you're right, Michael. You're right. Wow,
man, oh man, right back to it. And
That's still out there.
Jalen Hurts is done for the night. Here's Gardner Minshew and the
Oh, never mind. I just saw
Boston
one.
Scott offense. One series.
All right.
That's what I mean. All right, it's time to bitch. That is, with the help of Vic Fangio, of course. Yes, indeed. James Shaw, good catch. I'm officially pissed off at Nick Sirianni for sticking his ass out there for one series. That was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb.
So dumb. But they are going tempo with Gardner Minshew. I think this is a theme, and my eggplant is excited. Wow. Speaking of eggplants, okay. Dick Rogers on the catch.
It's crazy, man. That guy will never die. Like he is a literal zombie, and I kind of respect it. And I would think too, just getting into like theories here, because I know we had the submissions for the 53-man roster. I hope you got him in. And I didn't put Richard Rodgers on the team because I figure they will cut him to start the season, knowing he won't go anywhere else, and then they will sign him after week 1 and just yo-yo him for the rest of the year.
Look at that. 3rd and 2. Gardner Minshew converts. There. Zach Pascal with the catch. I like him with the number 3, by the way.
The number 3 is a little weird. I don't know.
Like it.
I love the Reddick. Reddick in the 7 looked good. I really like seeing that on the outside. That was cool. That was different. That's so funny. Yeah, the 3 is a weird number. I don't know if I like it.
Minshew, not a weird number with the 10. Fires left side corner. Pascal again incomplete. Yeah, I don't know. I like the 3. For some reason, I hate the new trend of outside linebackers or edges having single-digit numbers. I think it looks really weird. Very boomer take.
7, I think, works. The angle of the 7 works. 3 feels like a guy in the secondary. I don't know. Something about 3. I can't think of a receiver that's ever been 3.
I don't remember a DB that's ever been 3.
3.
Ooh, unbalanced line to the right-hand side, and it is Boston Scott on 2nd and goal. Oh, no, that's Huntley. He gets stuffed. My bad.
Wow, Huntley okay, so they're sitting all the running backs then.
They're just sitting
everybody. It's going to be Huntley. All right, so we're going to get some Kennedy Brooks time, baby. That's what I'm here for. Give me some Kennedy Brooks time later in this one. I'm excited.
Oh, man. All right, they're going to try.
That's the man right there.
I think this is the test here. It's like, all right, Huntley, it's 3rd and goal. We need you to get into the end zone, and if you can't, you're out. Yep. Here it is. The handoff is he got in. I think he got in. I think he broke it.
I don't know.
Oh,
go for it. Go for it.
Do it right away. Don't
be a
Nick.
fucking coward, Sirianni. Yeah, come on. They embarrassed you and hit your quarterback. All right. This is a blood feud now. You need to go for the throat. Yes, let's go. All right.
Here comes the Gardner Minshew boot. It's the Gardner Minshew boot for sure. They line up in shotgun. Here comes Huntley to the right. They try one more time. And he's in. Touchdown.
All right. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. All right, that's preseason. You get half the song.
I thought you would at least speed it up.
They got it. Nope. It's half the song for now. It's a nice thing to see, but they've been kicking ass so far.
Yeah, this is everybody's going. Well, let me ask you this, because this is something I meant to ask you before we started. But you've been obsessed with Dick Vermeil for the past month and a half.
Yep.
Just went into the Hall of Fame. And it's not the exact same situation, but it's still rebuilding a legacy in which has crumbled, right? Like, I kind of feel there is, if he is successful, a very Dick Vermeil vibe about Nick Sirianni. Do you feel that, see that at all? Because I was thinking about that for the last 2 days.
I would have never equated those two. I've never thought about it, but now that you say it, you're 100% right. Because like one of the things that Vermeil has said is something to the effect of, players won't respect you until you know or till they know that you care about them. And Sirianni's done that from the jump. Like that was
Yep.
literally all he did last year. I mean, he wore a bunch of Philly stuff. He had the stickers on the visor, which we made fun of him for. It's kind of goofy. And then it was like, all right, you're going to put 50 stickers on your visor when all these guys get hurt. But the sentiment there is there. And that's why when the Flower stuff comes out and we're all like, oh, this is weird, everybody on the team is like, no, we love this shit. This guy is the man. So Sirianni, clearly his grip on the locker room is there. Like the guys respect him. The guys are along for the ride. And it's just a question of how good schematically is he. But if he can make a turnaround, and I mean, well, he already did it, frankly. I mean, he got this team with all the dead cap money and no expectations with a quarterback that, I mean, hardly anybody trusted as a starter. And he took him to the playoffs last year. So he is Vermeil already.
Yeah.
He is very Dick Vermeil.
Because, like, I think there's one thing I've gotten wrong about Nick Sirianni in terms of like, oh, well, they wanted to go away from Doug, where you wanted to be maybe a little less emotional, what's the word that they used when Chip Kelly left? Sorry.
Emotional intelligence. Yes.
Yeah. So I thought Nick Sirianni might be a touch less emotionally, but he's not. He's actually way more than Doug looks like to me. He's way more in terms of and here's why I think this most of all. When Dick Vermeil came in here, he had a lot of clout because he was at UCLA. He had won a couple of Rose Bowls, really respected around collegiate football. So like there was that. But when he came to Philly, he was the California guy. He was like, what the fuck is this? Like he was tough. He was all that. But like when he did press conferences, it sounded a lot like Nick Sirianni. So with the same way we reacted to the flower power crap last year reminded me now in reflection of you going through that very much of Dick Vermeil. So, and as you can see, getting as emotional as he possibly can in a preseason game, protecting his quarterback for a fucking cheap shot from some guy that's going to be bagging groceries more than likely in 3 or 4 weeks or whatever from the Jets. But yeah, I can't get that out of my head. And as I see Jonathan Gannon and Nick Sirianni just chatting it up here now too, as they get ready for the kickoff here, just another reminder off of that. And feel free to keep chiming in on this, Vince. But Jonathan Gannon just confirmed to me that he is not calling plays. Right there. Like you are not talking and getting ready. You're not getting your defense ready or anything. You're talking to your head coach on the kickoff. Just saying, like he's not calling plays. And
that's a good point. Because I could see there's something in his hand. I couldn't quite tell what it was. And that was one of those things I meant to get into you with about the other day, and we never did. But yeah, is Denard Wilson calling plays today? I would love to know. I would love to know.
I would be shocked.
And hopefully they show us a shot of that.
Yeah.
Right? Because kind of, he was just palling around there.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we get our second look of the defense. And again, just a base 4-3. That shouldn't be too shocking either, because why would you want to show us anything that you're working on or tinkering with? There's been enough of that in practice already.
Yeah, I mean, most exotic thing was Marcus Epps up in the box. So,
yeah.
Oh,
here you go. Here's Nakobe Dean with the 1-7. I do like that. I do like that a lot as a linebacker number. It looks good on the field.
It's so weird to see a guy that was Alshon Jeffrey, who was this massive, big-bodied, slow wide receiver, and now you see this smaller, super speedy, physical linebacker, and he's wearing 17.
There's Ben. Now he's going to be right about Miles Sanders too. See, and they're just keeping that quiet. They didn't even give him a touch. That's really, really funny.
Yeah, Josiah Scott with a nice play there. Just came around the edge and got behind that play and made the tackle. Look at him lining up as a linebacker essentially in the nickel spot.
See, and that's what you talked about on the show.
Finds the gap, cuts through. There you go.
That looks more like the Kayvon Wallace hybrid role, and you're nailing it, man. That's looks like where they got him right now.
Yeah, he could be getting a lot of time this year, especially if they're going to dime situations. He's going to be the first guy that gets out there, I'd assume.
And we're getting our first look at
Josh Jobe.
Josh Jobe there, getting pulled out of almost. Okay. Oh no, he's staying on. He's staying on. Okay, I see a lot of Yeah, they're just setting up straight in zone here. It's Jordan Davis. God, that 9-0 looks awesome. He looks bigger when he wears 9-0.
He does look bigger with 9-0. It's so funny. And I'm trying to think, like Corey Simon was 90, and he was a big dude in his own right. Like he
Oh
was
my
wide,
good
you know?
fucking Lord. Did you just see that? Did you just see this rep from
Wow.
Jordan Davis? Holy shit. Please replay that. He just bumped his dude off 3 yards right off the ball, shucked him, then chased Wilson around, and I think just forced him into an ankle injury right there. Good God. That man is a Philadelphia Eagle. Holy shit.
Putting the camera on him right now.
Yeah, please tell me you guys saw that. Wow, that was a beast of nature. Keep your eyes on 9-0 on this rep again. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I saw Taron Jackson on that one, so I missed it. And oh man, yeah, if Wilson's like down, holy shit, dude.
Oh my God. Wow.
Jets football, baby.
You still like that
man,
fumble recovery from Kyle Hamilton or not? God damn, Vince, you're gonna be really, really wrong.
Nope. Kyle Hamilton's good. I stand by it. He's going to be just fine. I'm not worried.
He's not that good. Man, oh
we'll
man.
See. We'll see. He's going to be playing every snap for the Ravens defense. I'll tell you that.
So yeah, does suck for any Jets fans though that were thinking about Zach Wilson's big step here if it becomes a serious thing. So have to wait and see what's going on there. But anything, what's jumping out at you so far, Vince? Anything so far?
Yeah, so far, I mean, obviously the first team offense came out, kicked ass, one solid drive, in and out. You love to see it and you hate to see it because it's like, all right, what the fuck was the point of any of this if you're just going to do it for one series, you know? And then for the defense, same thing. They came out, they got a pick, and all those guys got off the field. So what the fuck's the point of any of this? But when you're thinking about the second unit, I mean, dude, Josh Joby is an undrafted rookie free agent. That guy is out there with the second unit, and they've got like 9 corners they could have picked to be out on the field in that scenario, and Josh Joby is the first guy that I noticed that's getting reps. So that's a big deal to me. Like, that's one of those things that goes like, bing, bing, bing. They really like this guy. He played at Alabama. Maybe Josh Joby looks like he's going to make the team would be the early inclination for something like that. So,
well, it just, man. And a lot of this is, oh man, yeah, that's non-contact.
Oh, no. That's a non-contact ankle. That's probably
look at this. Here. Watch. This is unbelievable. McGovern, see ya. Thompson comes over, no effect whatsoever, and he's got the beat on. You don't have to worry about his speed rush ability anymore, Vince Quinn. Right there.
Look, he's a 3-4 defensive tackle, a 3-4 nose. So again, like that was why I hated him before, because I thought he was going to be a 4-3 speed rush tackle. It's a fundamental difference of how he's used. What do you mean you don't care? Like that is the whole point of this. It's what are you drafting the guy to do? How do you expect him to play? Oh, that's so. I mean, come on. Yes, duh. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't want to draft good players?
Speaking of freaks of nature, here we go. 2nd and 3 for the Jets. Tight bunch, handoff because, of course, and wow, man, this defensive line, dude, this looks way faster just in base. Way faster. Like from the ends to the linebacker.
These guys are getting after it.
Yeah. That's exciting to see.
It's pretty great. I mean, dude, Taron Jackson so far has been really active in the couple of snaps that I've seen him. And that's a guy that I pretty much forgot about this offseason. Nobody was talking about him. Nobody was hyped for him. You have so many defensive linemen. How big of a deal is he? But he's really flashed so far.
Oh, man, and Jordan Davis has Mike Singletary eyes and just took on a double. I'm getting giddy. Ah, nice. Okay.
There we go. Nakobe Dean tackle. Following a Jordan Davis double team. Yeah, that's a John Barchard play right there.
It's exactly what you want him to do. That looked like Georgia.
Joby was in on that too. I'm telling you, man, this Joby thing is really speaking to me so far.
How Josh Joby's speaking to me. Oh, yeah.
Davis almost blew that one up, and then Dean cleans it up.
Way to go, 1-7. Look at this combo. I'm getting hyped.
Oh, Joshua with a great comment. Karma for that Hurts hit for Wilson.
There you go.
That's karma.
Man, just dragging and slanting and getting through. God damn, dude. Come on. And that is in your 4-3, sir. Oh, man, I'm in love with this guy. Again, double teamed right away, instantly after 5 snaps. Unreal.
Who got that tackle on that one?
I didn't see that.
Good look. Yeah, no, Davis hasn't had a bad snap yet. He just hasn't. And they're playing it up on the broadcast too. Here's the Nakobe Dean highlight package. Yep. They know what they're doing.
Yep.
They know what they're doing over there. The Eagles are a professional organization, folks.
You know, Scott, this is why they drafted him. That was a really bad Ross Tucker impression, by the way.
That was awful.
3rd and 1. All right. For what it's worth, if it would have gone in the middle, it would have been busted up. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, it doesn't feel like JJ's calling the plays at all, man. It feels like a completely different person.
Yeah, it just feels, I don't know, it just feels more aggressive right now. I don't know if they're just way better than the Jets. I mean, all these backups are probably better whatever the Jets starting offensive line is.
No doubt about it.
So
just in terms
of second stringers.
Yeah. What I mean is I'm just really impressed with everybody's placement and know where to be for the most part. So early on with all these different bodies, especially with the rookies. That's all I really kind of like look at and see. No one looks lost right now in base vanilla defense. So that's great to see.
Yeah. No, that's what it's all about for today, right? It's just like, all right, who's out there? How are they lining up? What are we going to see? And for now, it's weird because I think it's been a lot of that 4-3 over.
Yep.
4-3
over,
so
4-3 under.
You're seeing those outside linebackers. It's a lot of standing rushers on the one side. So Sweat's been hand in the dirt, and then Jackson was just there hand in the dirt. But a lot of these guys on the other side, they're up and running.
So that was interesting because that was more of a 3-4 look right there because you had 3 down linemen and then the linebacker swooping up right on the left-hand side. So, and I might add, Jordan Davis is finally getting pulled after 7, 8, 9 snaps in a row. So, just want to confirm, can run his ass off and get through, does get double teamed and still sheds that, slants like a motherfucker, and does stay on the field for 3 downs. So, bing, 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 bing. Oh. So Eagles Twitter's myths all just done with a sickle in one preseason game. Ding.
No, I wouldn't say that yet.
Oh yeah, it's done.
You can't say that yet.
No, that's done.
Myths.
He's not fat. That's done. He's fast. That's done.
Been over.
His pull at his speed is done. His endurance done. Like he's just only going to get better.
You can't say endurance in the first quarter. You can't argue endurance in the first quarter.
You said he would only be a 2-down lineman, and a man that just was on the field for 10 in a row says he's not a 2-down lineman.
Know if he was. No, I don't know if he was on for 10 in a row, by the way. I think he missed a snap or 2 in there.
Please check
me. We'll have to check it. We will have to. Please check us. Yes, but it's one series against backups in a preseason game. You can't say, oh, he's definitively going to be in great shape in the middle of the season in a fourth quarter. He can handle himself on a 3rd down if you need him in the goal line because he's not tired. He's in great shape. You have no idea if he's he's on the right weight. He looked great on that series. He was phenomenal. I have no criticisms of what he did. There's nothing to criticize. But to say his endurance issues are cleared is preposterous. It's preposterous.
I said to think he can't stay on the field for more than 2 downs is now preposterous. And this, ladies and gentlemen,
that is preposterous.
What you're listening to right now, that's called grabbing at straws. So I'm just enjoying all of this on a wonderful, beautiful night. And cheers to the Jordan Davis side that never fucking wavers.
Yeah, we'll see how Hamilton does. Give it a season. Looks good so far.
Samurai Midnight with an interesting comment here. As annoying as Hurts can be, I am so glad we don't have Zach Wilson at quarterback. Well,
could you imagine all the
true.
memes if Zach Wilson was in Philly banging his mom's friend? Like, could you imagine what Twitter would be? Could you the clown show? Oh my God, that would be so ridiculous.
I forgot that happened, so that's why I laughed. Yeah, I completely.
Okay, well, yeah, that's that happened, John. That definitely happened.
Well, congrats to all involved, and no judging, whatever. Like, hope everyone's happy.
Yep, that's pretty much all it comes down to. Just an observation.
14
it's
to
not
nothing.
hate, it's an observation. 100 yards flat.
Yeah,
for the offense. All right. Yeah,
and,
they're kicking it.
The Iowa Hawkeyes type drive for the Jets continues. This is what play is this? Play 75 of this drive? My goodness. So here is that Joe Flacco now in? That's beautiful. That's good to see.
No, it looked like Flacco didn't have his pads on the sideline at one point. They showed a quick shot of him, and he was like, "I'm not getting dressed for this shit." So yeah, some guy named White. I have no idea who that is.
It's not Pat White, right?
No, oh no. Pat White is
retired,
I think he just signed as a coach. I thought he
Yeah.
signed as a coach somewhere just pretty recently, which was like, oh, I remember Pat White. Yeah, it's been a while. He probably would have lasted a little longer in the league if he came in today.
Yeah, I think so too.
He was just at the beginning of or maybe just before all that stuff really started to hit with running quarterbacks.
Where everyone was like, "Oh, hey, the spread offense works, and let's stop being assholes about it." Yeah, oh, you know what?
I mean, seriously.
I know the Jets are about to score here, but I did find this pretty interesting as Ocho Cinco's been around Philly for a while now because he's working out and doing whatever. And Vincent, I think he's actually got a stake in the Philadelphia Union or something like that. And I don't know. But I saw him talk about, the CFL and his experience there. Did you see that kind of going around the other day?
No, I didn't see that.
So he made a great point, and it's something that I think you and I have really touched on in this offseason between the NCAA, the XFL, all that stuff, and what we're seeing now. There's only 1,500 people that play in the NFL. And I don't think that gets said out loud enough. And, just like everybody else, oh, this person came from the CFL. How tough can it be? And he said, damn, once he got there, he had to work really fucking hard every snap. He figured he'd be playing NBA in Europe or something like that. And it's not. He goes, damn, how come you guys aren't down there? And he goes, it's just a numbers game. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. So everybody gets this shit wrong all the time. I think fans end up being right a lot of the time during preseason, and just like you said, the spread, the running quarterback, the this, that all gets shelved just because the one person's dumb idea. So I hope that there is a bigger talent pool soon. And if Ocho Cinco's saying that and The Rock is behind all this stuff, I can't wait to see what we are going to think is preseason football in the next 2 to 3 years. It might be just watching serious XFL, CFL championship games and be can't wait to see them in a couple of weeks in the NFL.
Well, that's what happens. These guys, whenever these leagues are playing, those guys that make a real difference in those leagues, they get plucked. They just do. What's his name? PJ Walker was a great example. He dominated. Was at the Alliance of American Football, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And he got to the championship game. I think he was the league MVP, and then Carolina signs him, and he's been a backup in the league ever since. It's just that's what it is, because these guys, the whole Josh Allen thing, we've talked about it a lot over the last couple of months, or people in general have talked about it a lot. His college coaching was dog shit. Mm-hmm. He was strictly an amazing athlete that was good enough to get caught by scouts and get drafted based on his physical potential, because he had no development whatsoever. So he goes pro, he gets real coaching. Over a couple of years, he becomes a great player. There's so many guys like that. There's so many guys that are incredibly talented, could be NFL players, have the mentality to play on an NFL level. You just don't have the right coaching. You're not in the right situation. You weren't scouted properly. Whatever it is, you just fall through the cracks. And once you do, there is no other way to go about it. You have to hope that the CFL that's how so many guys have gotten through, the few that have. So and nobody watches that here. Like if people watched it in the US, maybe more USF or CFL guys would get drafted, but nobody watches the fucking CFL. So it's gonna be the USFL. It is going to be the XFL because those guys get televised here. There's buzz here, so NFL scouts and wherever they're going to look at those guys more. So you need it. You need better players.
And I only bring that up because I wonder, and this might be silly, but hell, we're in preseason. I sit here thinking about all this other stuff of what Nick Sirianni is trying to build and where it's at. Do you think Jalen Hurts has a better chance or a worse chance if Doug Peterson is still here? Same factors still apply. Worse?
Worse.
Wow.
Worse.
Tell me why. I'm curious about that.
I don't think Doug was a good offensive coach after Frank Reich left. I mean, it's really that simple. I was out on Doug at the beginning of 2018. I was like, this offense sucks, and it didn't really get all that much better. And it just took those weird, like he could do the Nick Foles offense, and that was it. He had no idea what to do with Carson. Carson also sucked. But I wouldn't trust Doug Peterson building an offense around Jalen Hurts and truly growing him as a quarterback. That is the thing that scared me. And for Sirianni, I don't know if he's going to do that either. But the fact that Hurts got as much production as he did last year, I mean, the guy had like 750 rushing yards last year, and they got to the playoffs. So he's doing something right. And I'd rather see where this ride goes than have Doug Peterson here.
Interesting. Because I think they're about equal. I think they would have an equal chance as I see it right now in terms of like who's better for the development of. Yeah, I would say it's about equal right now. So all
right, Britton Covey snap, John.
I love this from the 10.
Here we go
out to the 20 and past the 25. There we go. All right, sign him up. That right there was the best Eagles kick return in like 7 years. So like he has the job in my mind. Positive yards on that a kick return. Sign him up.
Wow.
And we're going to get to see more Gardner Minshew, which I think is a good thing. So sorry, buddy. No Reed Sinnett for you tonight, at least not early.
Yeah, second half, which is fine. You got to – I would figure they're just deferring to Minshew because he's been around. He is a vet. They don't want to cause controversy, so it's easier to start him, see how he plays in the game. If he's stuck here, then all right.
Just avoiding the inevitable controversy. Huh? Ooh, a nice little zip. I think trying to tag that. Who was that? Was that 18? Okay. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Why even bother with the target? No wonder he's been struggling in camp if he's like the number one wide receiver. Done and done.
Throw it to Covey, which by the way, I was looking at this before the game, just trying to like get acquainted with all the numbers.
Yeah.
So Covey wears 41. There's another player on the field on the Eagles that wears 41. Jared Maiden, he's in the secondary, so he's on the defense, but you have two guys on the team that are wearing 41, and the fact that Covey is wearing 41, which is a god-awful wide receiver number. I mean, they did not give this guy, the equipment team did not give this guy a remote chance to make the team.
No.
And he's going to have to change his number if he makes the team. He can't wear 41 as a wide receiver. That is so gross.
He needs to take now, do you think he'd look better in a single digit then? I mean, anything's better than 41, but I think you'd have to give him 8 at that point. I don't think there's any cool double-digit numbers left.
I don't know what's like, because my first thought would be like, oh, give him 11. That's like a little tiny slot guy number, but AJ Brown's wearing 11, so you're not going to do that.
Vince Quinn,
hey,
oh wait, you know what?
18 becomes available.
Exactly, give him 18 because you just see that stupid, typical, regular bullshit Jalen Reagor misreading a screen. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
looked like Miles Sanders on a run. Okay, so I am officially taking off my not concerned at all about QB2 in training camp because I understand what he's dealing with now. This is ridiculous. Zach Pascal and Jalen Reagor. How are you supposed to evaluate Gardner Minshew with that? Looks crisp and cool there. God, he just looks good in the pocket. Just a great QB2. I can't.
Keeping his eyes downfield too.
It's hard to hate that guy. It really is. It's hard to hate Gardner Minshew.
Oh, he's a likable, goofy guy, and for a backup quarterback, he's the perfect vibe. I mean, is he not like the modern Coy Detmer? Right? Because
Yeah.
Coy had such great vibes. Because I remember that time they asked him about road trips. Because I guess he had a bit of a reputation at this point. So they interviewed Coy Detman. Like, so what do you do on road trips? He's like, well, all I pack's my toothbrush. Yuck. And it was like, what? Like, what is going on with this guy? This guy is interesting. He's all over the place.
No,
And then he had that run where he was like great for 3 games.
Yeah, Gardner Minshew is not a lovable dork. Gardner Minshew is like the closest thing to Jim McMahon of the modern era, but just like
I like that
weird Jim McMahon. That's what yeah. There you go.
He's got trashy cool vibes, you know, like the hanging in a prison bus thing is so fitting.
Mm-hmm. So Huntley's getting cut, by the way. That's we're not going to hear from him after next week. This is atrocious.
I mean, he's not doing anything in the running game, but he did get the first crack at a kick return. So maybe he's just going to fight for that spot, and they're just trying to see if extended snaps he can do anything. Because
look at
his
the wheels.
battle sucks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Like he's got to. You have, but the fact that Boston Scott and Kenny Gainwell coexist on this team is already a bit redundant, you know.
Right.
But to add Huntley into that mix, it's like I really can't find a place for him. So yeah, they want to ride him out. They want to see if he can be dynamic. He's got crazy good speed. I mean, his 40 time was like through the roof. But at some point, he's just not a good enough player.
No, and that's probably why he's out there trying to get evaluated right now on all these snaps. Because, like, yeah, he looks okay. He just looks absurdly slow and almost got blown up there too. Now I understand why they signed that kid from North Texas. And, you know, are you sure Jordan Howard's not coming?
Yeah. Yeah, he's not coming, man. Unless they get incredibly desperate, I don't think he's coming. Although I did see a weird amount of Jordan Howard tweets today, which I was like, where the hell did this come from? Like I saw 3 different tweets about Jordan Howard. I was like, what? Really? Now?
Jorge with a good point. You think Nick Sirianni needs to give Robert the old fade at the post-game handshake?
He's going to give him a ball tap. He's going to walk out. He's going to go, hey, Robert, and just bam. He's just going to, he said, that's for Jalen. And then he's going to put on another Jalen t-shirt and walk off the field. It's going to be beautiful.
And Samurai Midnight, I don't think we have to worry about Nick Sirianni not going for 4th downs because I think that's all in Howie Roseman's control so far. So analytics department will yell at Nick Sirianni and say, do this.
Analytics for the win, baby.
Outside of this false start here, by the way, Cam Jurgens and everybody else Cam Jurgens looked really, really good.
Yep. No, everything's been really smooth with him. Haven't seen any problems with the snap. Haven't gotten blown up in the middle. Solid. You know, totally solid. Now he's playing against backups. He's not playing against Quinnen Williams, which would be a whole different challenge if he was doing that all night. But, yeah, for a guy that's getting his first ever snaps at an actual NFL bit of action, pretty strong.
Congratulations to Blue City Empire Sports for celebrating a preseason win against the Patriots last night. May it be the first time of many to go say, fuck the Giants. Thank you very much. Here's Gardner Minshew.
Oh, John turning on his team. Turning on his Giants.
Hey, did you see that?
Yeah, Daniel Jones stinks, pal.
Wait. Did we just see that? A horribly dropped ball by Quez Watkins on a wide open pass.
Looked like he dropped a ball that was right there on him, yeah. But I was busy yelling at our Giants fan that's in the chat, so that's just where it went. Oh, he had to go up there a little bit, but it went. Yeah, he should have caught that. So,
ooh, that was the Vince Quinn trying to defend my guy voice, but then realized there was nothing to defend. I love that.
Yeah, well, you got to read because I didn't see the play, so when you see it in slow motion, there's just this. It's full. All the layers of drama really build in a slow mo analysis.
I do that when trying to get a call correct on the instant replay. So I feel that. This second, Gardner Minshew is fucking pissed. He is pissed that he's got to play with this dog shit ragtag second squad. And so is Nick Sirianni.
Pretty bad.
My God, someone gift that. Can we remember the 8 minute 19? Oh God, what a flub this is.
8:19.
The 8:19 at the 8:19 mark of the second quarter. I think Nick Sirianni just gave us the best gift of the season.
I figure we're gonna see a lot of them for him going, that's bullshit, and like, fuck you, or whatever those because that was like exactly what he said. So I would figure there's some gifs of that too.
Yeah. Coach is extremely memeable
Okay,
tonight. They settle for the punt.
Yep.
Ooh, is the first Siposs? Ooh, not a great one.
Right, Aaron Siposs. No, not great.
Coach is
trying to get jacked up for the punter. I don't know if he felt okay about that. He seemed to like fist pump or something as he got off, but all right.
Well,
it's crazy how much they trust him. Like, have you noticed that? Like, they did not bring anybody in to challenge him at all, which is nuts, considering he was a rookie last year. Because he was a rookie last year. He's also 29 years old. He stunk at the back half of the season, and punters are just around. Like, it costs you nothing to go and get another punter on this team. I mean, it's like you reach into the bag and you pull out 5 fries at the bottom.
You can't get a
punter.
Not on a rookie deal. No way. That's why he's still here, because he's fine, and they're not planning on punting much this year. So, like, I'm okay with it. I don't think he was that bad. That honestly, yeah, the whole team was weird and up and down. And he was just a part of the reflection of that. I think Siposs is fine. He was booming those mother MFers early in the season, and didn't he have a ham? Didn't he pull a hammy?
I don't remember that. I don't know.
Well,
all I've seen is, and he's even talked about his numbers stunk. Yeah, they basically, what he said was late in the season it got windy, right? So with all the different wind, as he would drop the ball, he didn't have the angle right dealing with wind to drop it. So he kept kicking it at a bad angle because he just didn't know how to handle the wind. So supposedly he spent the whole offseason just working on that. I don't know how you do that exactly, but that's what he did. I maybe just went to like some field in Scotland where it's like super wind and just like sod everywhere. And he was just punting in a sod field by himself. But apparently he worked on it, and they trusted him for it because they didn't bring anybody else in.
Yeah, I like that. Just go play in the Highlands and 40 mile an hour per winds. Yeah.
Right. Like Vince, I don't know.
What do you think? We'll go till halftime tonight? I think that might be pretty appropriate. And then if anything major breaks, we'll obviously have something on the show at some point in time here.
I think that's about right. I mean, we've seen enough stuff going on. There's been some guys that have made an impact. I mean, you see Dean, you see Davis, you see Cam, which we talked about all those guys in the bonus segment on YouTube, by the way. So we're doing that on YouTube. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We're giving away $500, guys. We're giving away $500 here at the end of the month. So if you're not subscribed already, and we appreciate you watching just for being here now, but if you want $500 in your pocket, which is good money, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we are going to be doing bonus segments all season long. So when it comes to the pod, like, we'll have the normal episodes out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and we're going to have a little something extra on YouTube with all of those. So make sure you check all that out.
That's right. $500 just to subscribe. And we're giving away prizes each and every week, as Vince said, as the Jets find some life here. Oh, there it is. Non-football name Zech McPherson in the area of a football being caught.
All right. And Dean is out there. I was about to ask if Davis is out there, and he is. So we get more snaps from both of these guys.
Like to see that.
Now, who's 50? I gotta figure out who the hell 50 is. He's been getting some run.
All right. Pretty sure that's actually, I don't know either. Man, tripped over
preseason.
We're gonna learn all your names, and the ones that get cut, we won't.
All right, Google doesn't know because the first thing that popped up was Brian Brayman, which is we're a couple years removed from Brian Brayman, I would say.
Wonder if Orleans or
that's
our
a throwback.
Has those updated.
Kobe Smith. Okay, I've been hearing a little bit about Kobe Smith.
I have heard nothing about Kobe.
Second year guy. Yeah, he's a second year guy. They've been giving him. Apparently, he's looked good. It's just the team is so goddamn deep that he might not have a shot. But he's an NFL player, is what it sounds like.
Dude, team
Marlon Jackson or Taron Jackson again. Marlon Jackson. That's another name in the vault. Yeah, Taron Jackson, dude, he's a fucking terror tonight.
His
He looks good.
do you remember I remember specifically, I think Les Bowen a couple of, what was that, 2 years ago, saying if Jackson doesn't make the squad, preseason is meaningless. And here we are again. Like he has been a preseason darling for a while. And to your point, the depth on this team has kept a lot of these guys out. If I'm not mistaken, I think he went to the Raiders at one point and then came back after a nice little wonderful fumble from the Jets there on the snap.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, he was he might have been practice squad at one point, but I remember him kind of floating back and forth, and people were just, you just put your hands up in the air, like, why the hell is this guy not on an NFL roster? And I don't know, just everybody's just a little bit better in the coach's eyes for some reason.
And part of it is you just get buried in your own little world, right? Like once the season gets going and you're watching all these guys in training camp and whatnot, you're focused on your guys. So how much time are you actually spending scouting around the league? Like you wait till those major cut days come through, and there's a billion guys that get cut on those days. So it's the same thing. It's like you ever seen when like turtles hatch and they're all running to the ocean and like half of them are getting eaten by seagulls? You know what I'm talking about? Like that's just kind of what it is. But like getting eaten by a seagull is a good thing in this scenario, because there's a few of you that get eaten by seagulls and the rest of you hit the ocean. The rest of them hit free agency and never return. And then other ones are gobbled up. So there you go.
Well, while Vince was talking about turtles, Zach McPherson actually had a really nice rep there. It looks like the Eagles defense are going to get off the field there. Taron
Jackson just tipped that. Taron Jackson is on fire tonight. I am loving Taron Jackson right now, man.
I love it.
Dude, watch this.
I'm watching. Here's the rep again.
Comes in.
Got a tight end on him.
He's wide open. He's locking. He looks to see if there's a pass behind him. There's nothing there. He gets in the lane. Boom. Dude. He is playing his ass off right now. Oh my God, I love it.
Just needs to make a roster. Ooh, punt block on. We getting a little funky. There's only one time to do it. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Send blitz. Punt block blitz, baby.
Did they get it?
Some Madden shit in here. Oh, nope.
Oh, Rager and your fair catch. You need to not
fair catch
anything. Not fair catch anything. All right, folks. We got 5 minutes left, I think, before we kick back, relax, and take some notes on the second half and work the margins, as they say. Hey, let's get into this real quick, because I know what kind of updates do we have on Tom Brady, the Dolphins, Dan Snyder? Because I can't stop thinking about this stuff.
Yeah, so I've tried to go down a Dan Snyder rabbit hole, and you can't, because there's nothing there. They are just burying this thing like crazy. Now, the only thing I can think of is the investigation is not closed yet. So maybe there's another round of things, and there will be more that's said on the Dan Snyder front. But for now, nothing has leaked, which is insane to me, given all the axes that people have to grind about Dan Snyder. Nobody said a word about it. So
if you forgot about any of this, the Dan Snyder did go in, did not get subpoenaed, but did agree to go in at an 11-hour interview, and none of those things have been leaked, to what Vince is trying to say in here. None of those things have been leaked whatsoever. Not like not a whisper, not like this is what they talked about, this is what the questions were, none of it. So it's going to go away.
It's awful. Yeah, so they're certainly trying to make it go away after Dan Snyder literally went away on a fucking yacht overseas to dodge their subpoena, which is, again, the most ludicrous thing that could possibly happen, and they're just letting this all slide. Politics are grimy. This is all gross. On the other note of that, so let's follow up on the Tom Brady thing, because the other side of it is a guy named Bruce Beal. And you might not have heard the name Bruce Beal, might not mean anything to you, but Bruce Beal, so he's the guy with the Dolphins that actually had a relationship with Tom Brady and has been a part owner of the team. Now, the fascinating thing about this is Bruce Beal was supposed to be the next guy to take over as owner for the Miami Dolphins. So Stephen Ross is the main owner. He sucks at it. They've sucked from the moment he bought the team. They've the one good thing he did, he got that coach to sue him and the entire league over racism and tanking. So Stephen Ross is bad at his job. So Bruce Beal was going to be the guy that takes over. Now that all of this stuff has hit with Brady and the tampering and how all that shit went down, apparently Stephen Ross and Bruce Beal are not speaking, and they officially changed plans so that Stephen Ross's daughter now is the primary person to take over the team. So Bruce Beal completely lost out. It's been a rough month for Bruce Beal. Holy shit.
Poor Bruce. Not really. Unreal. I can't wait to get into that in deep dive on the show, because that's just
right.
That is a pretty insane situation. Gardner Minshew coming out, I think, to close out the rest of this half, as Jalen Reagor does get a catch. Hey, he caught the punt, catches the ball. He's good enough to be on the Chicago Bears soon. There you go.
Wait, okay. Favorite food for Zach Pascal is Chipotle. It's his favorite food.
Fast and the Furious,
out of everything.
Cancun, Mexico, Chipotle.
Wait,
if that doesn't scream wide receiver 3, I don't know what does.
Is Too Fast, Too Furious? Because I know there's a million of them. That was the second Fast and the Furious movie, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I've seen exactly
with Ludacris
parts.
And all that. All right.
Yeah,
whatever.
Sorry.
So okay.
I've not watched SpongeBob, and I've watched no Fast and Furious movies. I'm sorry.
Please watch SpongeBob. Please, John. You will understand me so much more when you watch SpongeBob.
There's no way it's inevitable. Unlike you watching the program, it is inevitable that I watch SpongeBob.
Where can I stream the program? I don't
anywhere. It's $2.99. I'm sure $1.99 rental on any platform you can find. Here's Gardner Minshew on 3rd and 1, trying to give Huntley, and they do. First down. There you go. All right, Huntley's going to go to a different team here soon too. He has not left the field all night.
Hopefully. I would love to see that, because there's just no place for him. If you can get any value, Howie likes to do those player swaps once in a while, where it's like, hey, here's this random linebacker, or here's a running back, and give us a linebacker. Like they do that stuff all the time. Howie is actually when you think about GMs over the last couple of years, he's done more player for player trades than basically anybody. I mean, he really does love doing that outside of the norm. So Huntley definitely on the table. Here you go. Like he's had a couple of runs tonight, but he just doesn't fit. It's really that simple. He just doesn't fit here.
Well, and he's not a good enough cutter. He's not a good enough, like he doesn't look like he's really running the right angles, and when he does, it's like a step above Josh Adams' speed. So like it
Josh Adams' speed.
Well,
wow. Bring him back.
He's a taller, slower.
He's sitting around as a free agent.
Yeah. Sure, isn't he still a Jet, or did they let him go? I guess not.
No, I thought he got released. He was a Saint, and then they let him go. I didn't see that he got signed with anybody once he left the Saints. But I mean, honestly, if Kennedy Brooks sucks, I would kick the tires on Josh Adams and see what he's up to.
I'm going to say something pretty dramatic, actually. I think Gardner Minshew looks exceptionally better than last year. I'm just looking at his mechanics. Fuck everything that's happened on the field. Like, Jesus Christ, he was working out in the gym and obsessed with football the entire time. Like, you can't. Jesus.
Wow,
Christ.
look at that, man. That was a nice escape. Okay.
I'm not impressed.
No, his footwork has always been good.
It's always been good. Always been good. You can just tell he's been working really, really hard, which means nothing in the regular season. Just, hey, in a good space mentally. Not that we didn't need to know that.
Yeah, but backup quarterback matters, man. When you're thinking about a team that's this good, as good as we think they can be, backup quarterback matters. So seeing Minshew do this kind of stuff, it is encouraging, especially when all the camp reports were, well, this guy sucks. But in a game scenario, it is different, and he looks good. So good for him.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's just like, no matter the touchdowns, no matter the interceptions, really got to keep an even keel with those reports. You're getting bored down there so much. When you're in the dark, like, I can imagine what players think when you're down there at training camp and the Rita's Waters ice is not available or whatever it is, or, you know, like you don't have enough water, you can't get around to it. You're just fucking mad and bored. And you're just like, God damn, that was a terrible rep. And then you do your thought machine on Twitter, and the next thing you know, that's the narrative about that player for the next 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm not saying it's a responsibility thing. I'm just saying it's human nature. You're around it so much. You're just there to observe stuff. It's just, you know, You're gonna
Yep.
and understand why players get pissed because we have no idea what we're looking at out there. Not a clue.
Yeah. Now, can we get into some other stuff that I observed with the NFL this past couple of days?
Oh,
Because
please.
there's another batshit story that's going on right now. It's so fucking good. So, and before I say that, shout out to Nanks who's watching this in Australia. He's been
What's up,
hanging
Nanks?
out, which I guess it's like 8-4. This is great timing for Nanks, who watched games like a normal game. He's watching at 2 in the morning in the dark. So to get a preseason game at night, I figure is a benefit to Nanks. So good for you, Nanks.
I didn't realize
welcome
your real first name was James, so it threw me off, buddy. Good to have you, man.
Yeah, I saw the Nank in there. I was like, I know that Nank. So, yeah. So this crazy. So we talked about Roquan Smith a little bit recently. Here's what's been going on with Roquan Smith. First off, Matt Eberflus is the head coach down there. He's like, they're like, hey man, why isn't Roquan practicing? He's like, you better take that up with him. We expect him to be here. So like, he's all chippy and annoyed as shit. And part of what adds to the layers of drama to this is that Roquan Smith does not have an agent, which in itself is like, he's never been paid before. Why do you not have an agent? That is completely insane to me. I didn't know that either. You just think all these guys, when you go through the draft process, you have an agent, you keep them until you at least get your first big deal. And then maybe like second or third contract, you get a little, third or fourth contract, I should say, you get a little squirrely. You might be like, fuck it, I'm Richard Sherman. Let me see if I can negotiate my own deal. But usually you don't do it. And like the Lamar Jackson thing is still sitting out there. But Roquan Smith, with no agent, is in this big tizzy with the Bears because they won't give him the deal that he wants. But he has somebody who's not his agent, because he does not have one, calling teams around the NFL and asking them if they will trade for Roquan Smith, which is completely batshit insane. It's completely batshit.
No, that's amazing.
And the best part is, it's like, who is that guy? Who is the guy that is placing the phone calls? What was the plan? How did he get the phone numbers? Who is he calling? Like, I
you know what I think of
so much about that situation.
Do you remember you've seen the Good Will Hunting, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
So when Ben Affleck as Gardner Minshew's winding up and finds my boy Zach Pascal in the middle of the field, wide open down on the 30-yard line, it was a nice touch. When Ben Affleck goes on all the interviews for Matt Damon, and he's just hey, suspect, all of you, but your chances would be a lot higher if I had $200 in my pocket right now. Like I would allow my friends to call every single NFL GM to go try and find a deal for me and just be like, hey, it's Wally. You got to talk to Wally. I love that. I think that's beautiful.
Dude, it's so good. It's kind of fake it till you make it with getting the trade talks done. Because I heard a story recently. So you know Molly Shannon from Saturday Night Live?
Of course.
So Molly Shannon, she's got a new book out. So she was on these different podcasts. She was on Conan O'Brien's podcast. And she was talking about how she used to call agencies when she was trying to get acting gigs but couldn't get any. She started calling and being like her friend's agent and just calling every agency going, yes, I'm this person from this agency and I represent this person. Would you like to bring them in for an interview for a certain casting? And her and her friend kept doing this until they got gigs and had careers in the business. So like, yeah, it can work. It can work. And maybe that's what he's going for. He's just like, hey man, I make enough calls around. Like somebody's going to bite and call the Bears. And that's all it takes is getting one team in the door to have an honest conversation about trading for him. So yeah, listen, it's just crazy though.
If you're smart enough, creative enough, you can be a producer, you can be an agent, you can be, if you have to negotiate with people, you can convince anybody as long as you're a good talker. That's nice. Ooh, nice little screen pass that got set up here. Huntley. Jesus, he's been playing a lot. Has there been any other running back that has been on this field so far? That is a bad sign.
For all the guys, they have like 6 guys on the team. Yeah, I mean, it really is a bad sign. Like you're not seeing anything of Brooks. Obviously, the new guy, they just signed him, so he's not really going to play anything. But not good. I mean, it's just all right. So they're weak at running back. And I mean, look, it explains why even more all the trade rumor stuff that's popped up of, hey, they're interested in adding a running back in some capacity because they don't have depth there.
Well, hey man, I mean,
it's or they don't have that power guy.
I didn't think of this as Roquan Smith's friend, but maybe it's David Montgomery pretending to be Roquan Smith's agent and being like, hey, it's a package deal. You got to take both of us. So. And then if that's the case,
awesome.
then I would absolutely. Then our dreams would come true, Vince. Then we get David Montgomery and fucking Roquan Smith here with Vic Fangio taking over as DC next year. Let's go.
Look, that's a Bears power running back that I can actually get excited about. So yeah, I can do that. So yeah, give me David Montgomery. And that dude, I'm just now, even if they don't land on the Eagles, I am so rooting for Roquan Smith to get traded now that I've heard about all the shit. Like how great would it be to find out that worked and some team was like, wait, that wasn't his agent. He doesn't have an agent. Well, I still want him. Fuck it. We're going. So
I can't wait to see how that turns out. I think he ends up on a Super Bowl team, honestly. And I'm not saying the Eagles aren't. I'm just saying on like, a Bucks team, a Rams team, a Chiefs team, or something like that, where somebody's just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. He's amazing. He's one of the 4 linebackers that are worth the shit, and let's go do it. So I hope I hope by some miracle. And let me say this: I don't know if it's Roquan, but I get a very eerie feeling that Howie Roseman is not quite done yet. And I don't think there's an AJ Brown coming, but I think there might be a B tier type move that's still just hanging out there. Like something doesn't make sense. You even said it these past couple of weeks. Like, why is Derek Barnett here? I really love and respect Josh Sweat, but in this defense, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it's a defensive piece. I'm not saying it's offense. I just feel like there's something out there, not Jesse Bates, not Roquan Smith, but something that we might be missing. That I don't know. I think there's one more in there before the season starts. Some of the tail.
All right, can I get really weird? This isn't a before the season starts. This is a mid-season. We're fucking going for it. Let's get weird.
Okay.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yes, actually, yes. If it's right? In the middle of the season, yes, absolutely.
That would be fucking awesome.
And the Eagles can just pick up like 1/8 of the contract. Yes, 100%.
Because I'm not sure how much money he's got left on the books. I feel like he's due to get an extension pretty soon. So if he's on an expiring deal, I'd have to double check that. But if he was on an expiring deal and Carolina's not going anywhere, like, yeah, like let's get weird. Going for McCaffrey for the season and just let it ride. He gets hurt all the time, so I wouldn't pay him big money, but ride it out for the season and then just let him go.
Yeah. Oh wow. Samurai Midnight coming in and says the early rumor is Zach Wilson tore his ACL. Wow, I hope that's not true.
That's the most. Oh wow, so they're going to trade for Minshew to start,
huh? There you go. See, this is what I mean.
Or Jimmy G's market just went up considerably.
Yeah.
Wow, that's brutal, man. That's so brutal.
Jesus. There's a report. Oh, yeah. And wow. Ed Kratz just tweeted that out as well. For whatever it is, Dr. David Chow from Pro Football Doctor said by the video, this is not good news either. Breaking news, New York Giants suffered an ACL from Sports Injury Central. I don't know if that's like a thing now, but that's what's going on Twitter. So thanks for the heads up, Midnight. Interesting. Kemsky retweeted it too.
Man. We'll have to get Turbo Mike from the Discord in the live stream so he can constantly do his beat reporting while we're watching the games.
Oh yeah, that's why we need to screen that up for this year here too. So looks like Huntley, by the way, got stuffed, and that's going to end his Eagles career there. So
that's bad, man. When you're thinking about a situation like that, and Kennedy Brooks isn't getting a snap on a 4th and 1, like come on, okay, he must stink.
Yeah,
he must stink.
Yeah, yep.
Damn.
And this was
that to work so bad.
No, everybody did. Everybody did.
Hopefully he blows up in the 4th quarter or whenever he gets reps. I just want to see him explode and get excited, but not looking good.
Folks, we're gonna probably wrap this thing up as the Jets take a knee here. So we really appreciate everybody hanging out for an hour and a half tonight and kind of seeing these toys finally be unwrapped. It was really nice to see Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean. And honestly, I still absolutely hate the fact that Jalen Hurts was out there for a series, even though it looked nice. But Vince Quinn, for me, it's really nice to see that offense in tempo. I hope they stay that way for a lot of the offensive possessions. Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean kind of looked as advertised. All good check marks throughout it. And Gardner Minshew looks like he's in the best shape of his life just by being on the field there.
Yeah, Minshew's looked a lot better than all the camp reporting was, so it's nice to see that work out. Again, Taron Jackson's been a goddamn menace out there, so I love seeing that. And for Dean, Davis, all those guys were great. I mean, the main thing is, like, in terms of storylines and all that, the fans are going to love everything that they saw today. Absolutely should. They looked phenomenal. So to get that excitement from the starters is a good place to be, and nobody got hurt. So, and all the more reason like that Zach Wilson injury is a reason to have a major sigh of relief, because they put him in for a second or third series, and that's when he went down. So,
yep. And
not great.
It did not tone down the excitement of Jordan Davis for me one bit. I thought his first couple of reps were just unbelievable, and basically everything you've been hearing in training camp and the viral video, whether he likes it going around or not, is pretty much what you just saw there against a first-round pick tonight, and just obliterated him. I'm so excited to see what this defense is going to be able to do. And God, I can't believe we're going to see all of these games live, dude. This is outstanding. Just unbelievable. Thanks again to everybody for tuning in.
It's going to be fire.
Yeah, and especially to phillysportstrips.com, phillysportstrips.com/bell right now to book any tailgate, especially that is happening at all the home games at the Navy Yard at the Gatehouse. We're so excited to meet everybody there and drink everything that we could possibly drink, eat everything that we could possibly eat. And of course, if you're heading on the road, Detroit is on the 11th, y'all. So that one's going to book up real quick. And of course, we're all going to go see our good friend Carson Wentz down in Washington, which again confirmed today, over 650 people are already signed up. So we are well on our way to 1,000 people, which is our goal. All of our tickets are right where the Eagles come out at that, the first 500 of us will be right there. So make sure you're going to phillysportstrips.com/bell to be in that section. And there's 500 more on the opposite side of the end zone. So Carson Wentz is going to hear a lot of false chants throughout that process. We're very excited for that. So
right.
Subscribe down below. We're giving away $500 at the end of the month, plus some pretty cool, awesome prizes in between, including next week, we're giving away a year's supply of Liquid Death. And you get to select one of their shirts from the store as well. So pretty cool shit going on. Vince Quinn, you got anything before we get out of here, man?
No, Eagles are running off the field. I think it's time for us to go too. It's just been good to be back. I miss football. It's nice to see the guys out on the field. It's nice to call a game with you the way that we did last year. So it's good to be back in that rhythm. And just thanks to everybody for being along for the ride for last season, off season, and let's fucking go, man. This is going to be a fun year.
Let's fucking go indeed. That is Vince Quinn. I'm John Barcher. We'll see you on the show a little later this week. Okay, guys?